What's good, Bully World? We out here at the ABKC World Cup 2017. Ran into my man Spielberg. What's good, man?
Always a pleasure to see you, man. You know something's popping off of Zeb's here, man. So, yeah, Atlanta, the World Cup, man. Finally made it.
I mean, let's jump right into it, man. How did you get started with the American Bully, man? How did you get into this world?
Oh, so basically, my dude showed up at the house with a cell block, and when I saw that dog, I was like, there's something going on here, because it wasn't normal looking. Didn't look like the dog that I had, because I had a pet. So he was telling me about it, and it was he told me basically, it was like, this is a whole nother breed of dog, so that's why it doesn't look like a dog. So I fell in love with that dog first sight, and then I said I got to get me one. Ended up buying one from Foreman Line, and I did my first production with Dax, because I really wanted that type of looking, type of dog. So I took a Remy dog and Dax and put it together, mashed it up, and that was my first time having a bully. But the first experience, man, was seeing that dog, man, cell block. It was changed my whole life and aspect on what I really liked as a dog. It really was an American Bully at that time.
I want to take it all the way back on you, man. You grew up on the Shinnecock Nation Reservation?
Yeah, Shinnecock.
Talk about that, man, because in school, when we think of Native Americans,
it ain't me.
It ain't you, man. So that's a big misconception, because I actually learned a lot about that going to that I forgot the name of it, that Million Man March Part 2, when I met a lot of Native Americans that looked like you and I, man. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, it's the society has been taught that natives look a certain way, stereotyping what a Native American looks like, and there are natives that are 100%. My heritage is Shinnecock, and we're on the East Coast, and we know that the slave trade started there. We're also one of the tribes that first welcomed the Europeans on shore. So I'm generations of Shinnecocks, going in and out of Shinnecock, culture when they marry. But my ancestors date all the way back to 1748. Mr. Paul Cuffey, who was an original Shinnecock, and my lineage continues to go. My mother married somebody that wasn't Shinnecock, so that's how I turned out to be, half African American, Puerto Rican, and Shinnecock. But I grew up all my life on the reservation as a Shinnecock person, and I identify myself as Native American. And it's tough, because you got to continue to educate people. That not everybody's going to look like Geronimo, but we also don't have the blood quantum, so we'll continue to produce Shinnecock, offspring. Okay, I'm using dog terminology as humans, but we're going to continue to stay alive, because we don't have the blood quantum thing. As long as I marry and I have a child, and that child is half Shinnecock, it'll be enrolled and it'll get its rights and everything that's being Shinnecock is supposed to be. We get land. We're on tax-free land, and I grew up there all my life, traveling all over, powwowing, doing our cultural celebrations. I actually pray in the sweat lodge. There isn't church, but I do my traditional prayers in our language.
Oh man, you made me think about that when you was talking about the traditional of the drums.
Yes.
What did you think about what happened out there at the
pipeline?
The burning something that happened out there.
Oh, Burning Man.
Burning Man. A lot of Native friends I had wasn't feeling that, man. It was like, that was some bullshit, man.
Well, our culture is, people think that emulating cultures is okay, and it's really not. It's disrespectful, especially. You don't have a right to do it. I don't think it's cool for anybody to dress up like anybody, portray, or, emulate ceremonies, because it has a value to the culture that you're not, it's not making fun of, but it's, and I really didn't look too deep into it, so I don't really know exactly what they did, but I did hear some of it. It's just, it's not no sensitivity to the cultures and stuff. When you start doing stuff, like when you wear a hair bonnet and a war bonnet,
see, that's what I heard. They didn't take too kindly to that, and also doing those type of ceremonies, being all drunk and high about it.
Well, that's another thing too, is like we don't do that. That's not why we're doing it. Some cultures have peyote, and they use that for ceremonial, but it's not to abuse it, just like anything else. You abuse too much of it, then it's a different scenario. But the peace pipe, we never have marijuana or anything in it. It's tobacco, and tobacco is sacred to us, because as we inhale, which we don't inhale, we put it in our mouth and it sends our prayers up. Smoke goes up, okay? And so the tobacco is very, very important to us as well. And so all of the misconceptions that people portray, and they think it's funny, it's not really funny when people say, what's in that peace pipe, or they run around with a war bonnet on. It's just disrespectful to any culture to do that. Me dressing up and with a bagpipe and speaking Irish and thinking or acting like the only way to be Irish is to be drunk. That's not fair to the culture and what they went through in order to have their culture still alive. The Native Americans, we are, we don't ask for much, but if you think about the history, we was raped of everything: land, religion, language, our people. Some of the biggest terrorist attacks was on natives. Millions of natives was killed. But we want to forget about it, but you can't forget about it when the people are still here. And so it's my due diligence to carry myself in a respectable manner and represent for my culture, represent for my people everywhere I go. So I'm very proud to be Shinnecock.
Now, before you even got into the bully world, you were MCing, rapping, comedy, man. Yeah. Talk about that, man, because you've traveled the world even before you got into the American Bully.
Right. I had a very nice independent rap career. I've traveled all over and done shows with everybody from Jay-Z, Cameron, Rage Against the Machine, Beastie Boys, KRS-One. So I've been on the stage a good portion of my life. I've always been a performer because of going back to my culture. We always have a powwow every year. We just celebrate our 71st. And so we've always been on the stage performing for people. Talking and having fun is what I've always done, from family functions to school. And when I first started grabbing the mic and doing stuff was in high school, and then it became in college. And then I signed a record contract with an independent label, traveled all overseas, toured. And then after that was done, I pursued comedy. I've worked with everybody from Charlie Murphy to Earthquake, Michael Blackson, Rip Michaels, who's on Wildin' Out. So I've had all of these great experiences. So me being on the mic is really something that I've always done. And it's tough to some, but to me, it's therapy. I really love getting on the mic. I love making people laugh. And I was watching something called Dying Laughing, which is a series. And it's so true about doing comedy. It's to everybody else, it looks funny. It's very therapeutic to a lot of people. And for a comedian to get up there and be able to be successful with sets, it's cool. That's 10 minutes. Me, I'm on the mic 8 hours. So I've got to direct, try to make the show better, entertain, try to educate, and try to keep things flowing. So it makes a lot of things difficult, but in the same sense of with my experience and my background, it's really second nature, and I instinctively am able to do what I do. So it's really fun. I love it. I completely love it.
One of the biggest things that really took off, man, was the TSC Live, man, that Facebook Live, man.
Yeah, thank God for Facebook.
Talk about that, man, where the numbers just went astronomical right after that ABKC Nationals and down there in the New Orleans area.
So Facebook Live, I went Facebook Live by accident one day. I saw it. I was home making a commercial, and people was actually watching. I was not public at the time. I was just with my friends, and people started coming on, and I was like, wow, you guys can actually see me. And so it was like, yeah, we can hear you too. And it was like, this is really cool. So one person, I forgot who it was, but they said, you should go live during your radio show. So I went live during the radio show, and as time went on, I started seeing other lives. I'm like, how are they getting 2,000-3,000 people on, and I'm just getting 100. Got a little frustrated, but then I did some research and seeing that you had to turn it to public in order to do it, and continue to work on it and make a format for a radio show, which I did radio before, so I kind of understood that. Shout out to Power 99 and Hot 993 in Virginia. And so it was really cool to do it at home. But when I went to the shows and started emceeing, and I brought my selfie stick out, and I started seeing what I was able to do there, that's what really opened it up. Because now, the experience that I say I'm bringing, people can actually feel it, be a part of it, and see it, and not be there. So it made it that much more special, because you're sitting at home wondering what's happening, but now I'm bringing you the show live in the show ring as it's happening, and up close and personal. So it was really amazing to do it. When we hit 43,000 in a couple of hours at Nationals, and I got off and I saw it, I was stunned. I was shocked, because I saw that I had at one point 1,000 live viewers, and I was like, they're just going in and out, and it was fluctuating. It was really cool to see. But to know that at that moment in time, the world was looking at my feed really put me in a place that I was humbled, but I was so excited because I didn't even think that I was going to do those type of numbers, and to do it, and for now, now to have the success of people viewing it is pretty awesome. It's really amazing, and I'm just trying now to make it better. I'm using some new product, some new cameras to make the lives better, and it's still a work in progress, but I got something real special for November 11th in Chicago for the live feed. So you guys stay tuned because TSC Live is going to be like no other. We're going to blow it out the water. The goal is 100,000.
You actually got a ringside booth for Nationals, right?
Yeah, man. I got a ringside booth. We're going to decorate it really nice. Any of my sponsors that's doing and sponsors, we're going to have an awesome area for them to have product placement. We're going to be doing. We're going to be live from the showroom, but you'll also be able to view it from my booth. I'm going to have a big screen TV there, and I got a camera system now that allows it to be set up in the actual show ring, and I can control it from my phone, and it's going to live stream to the world, but it's also going to be able to see what's going on, and we'll be more like the ESPN version now because we'll be looking at it on the screen, talking about it, and you guys will be able to hear some better commentation, and we're talking about it. It's going to be really amazing, the production.
Well, that's what's up, man. Yeah. Man, how I feel, man, to get so much love with the TSC Live, man.
Sometimes I wake up and I really don't realize how much support I have until I look at a few inboxes and I see how we touch people. I see how the experience really makes an impact on people, and it keeps our community stronger. When we see things, when it's positive and when it shows growth, that just means that it's relevant. It means that it's there. And so with me having the success, I really don't even think it's success. I think I'm a lucky person that has gained the trust of a lot of people. And as long as I continue to be myself, I will continue to have that success. I don't have any more to give other than myself. I give my time. My wife and my family, they allow me to do this. And when I see the reception, it's really humbling. I'm just very grateful because I'm just out here being myself and enjoying what I love, and there's no better job than that.
Man, I gotta talk about, man, that the gift that Tone and Pre got today on that board. That's what I think it should be about in the bully world. But
I got emotional in there because and I'm shaking because I was shaking talking. When I speak from the heart, man, and I know that. I was a part of helping World Star become a little bit more known because of Bob Thomas supporting TSC Live and sponsoring, and he wanted to make his dogs and his productions and his kennel and his team. He wanted to make them accessible to the world. And he said, "Spiel, I want you to help me put this stuff out there, our achievements, our growth, and our planning, and what we're doing." And it's different to what the world is usually used to seeing because I see that it made an impact. But so watching this dog grow up, and today was supposed to be a day when I actually came and covered that dog from start to finish. What happens in the morning at the hotel room, setting up the booth? What is World Star like before he gets in the show ring and after? That was our goal this weekend. So it's bittersweet. I'm glad that Tony and them came out. But it was an honor to give them that award and asked to speak on behalf of any person that was involved in that, to speak on behalf of the community. And when you speak from the heart, it's easy, but it's hard because for them to lose who they lost, that dog is a once-in-a-lifetime dog. It's a family member. Their life has changed, their kids' lives, their lives. Coming here today, getting in the show ring, and him walking in with Grand Champion Rocco and World Star, can you imagine the heaviness that Tone felt in his heart? And Pre walking in and everybody wearing these shirts showing their baby. It's hard.
Getting hugs from everyone.
Getting hugs, getting love. It's so hard. And I get emotional about it because people don't realize what this truly is to people. It's their life. When something like this happens, it changes. And we got to stop thinking that it's just a dog, okay? It's not just a dog. This is somebody that wakes up and kisses you in the morning, that is happy to see you unconditionally. You lock a human in a room for 10 hours, they're gonna be cussing and kicking and screaming when they get out. You lock a dog, they're just happy to see you and they're gonna jump up and give you love. That's unconditional. So when we lose our members, we have to respect our people, our people's privacy and the grievance process and give them the support. Who cares about facts? Who cares about what happened? We're talking about a death. And death is serious. Whether it's human or pet, it's serious because there's emotions involved. So we got to really respect that. And we got to respect those people. So it was a big honor for me to present that.
Now, you got a big show coming up next week, man, in Long Island. Talk about that.
You know, that one came upon me when Chewy and Miggy said, yo, Spiel, we want your help. We want to do a show. And in the beginning, there was like, you know, what do you think? And this is the scenario. And I said, man, if this is not God sent, I don't know what to tell you. It's in conjunction with 3 different situations: the Family Festival, the Family Pet Expo, and a Slam by the Bay car show, all in one big park. The entrance is free and parking is free. And then we get a chance to showcase our American bullies and our bull breeds. So to me,
the general public.
To the general public. This is not just the bully world. We're not waiting for our community to show up. Long Island's showing up. So the opportunity knocked, I jumped, opened the door, kicked it open, said come on in, because we ain't just doing one show. We're gonna cater to all other breeds for Fun Day, for the fun show on Sunday. So we're gonna have 2 shows, September 16th. It's gonna be the ABKC, 2 shows. John Roniker, Derek Dennis, oh man, what's my girl's name? Darn it, she's from Oklahoma. She's from Oklahoma. Damn it, I messed up. Miss Alexander, that's what her last name is. But we're gonna have a great show. The show is gonna be awesome, man, and I'm excited. So it's gonna be the first of many, and Long Island hasn't had a show in about 7 years, so it's time to bring it back. Who else better than a hometown guy with a great crew of guys and family, and we're gonna rock it, man. So you guys stay tuned to that, because that live is gonna be crazy lit, because we're gonna have the biggest in attendance when it comes to audience that we've ever seen. I guarantee that. And well, it's gonna be like the international scene. International's crazy over there when they have these big festivals with the dogs, but we're gonna do something real special. So Long Island, September 16th and 17th, Long Island Bully Festival, ABKC, and a fun show. FW Spielberg.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate what you do with the bully world, man.
Yeah, thank you, Zeb. And you know, what you do is so important to us. And if it wasn't for watching your videos, if it wasn't for just learning how, you know, you bring the media, help me mold what I wanted to bring, how I wanted to be seen in our community. I like the fact that you're not scared to cover what people don't want to cover. I also love the fact that you give an opportunity for anybody to be a part of it, and you're also branching out and getting in other markets. That's awesome, because media is really important for anything, and we got to continue to do it. The bully world has gems with me, you, Ty Lumley, all of the publications. You know, anybody that's out here doing and advocating for us to be seen and heard in different places, that's special. So hats off to you too, man, for all the work and effort you give.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Oh, before we go, man, you know, got the little Spielberg line shirts going on. That's Lady Di right there.
Yeah, so we're tributing. So people say, why Lady Di? So you got to think about Lady Di's life. Lady Di was royalty, but her heart was where it was at, and so she wanted to live a different life. And sometimes you got to respect and honor people that don't conform to what it's supposed to be, but they follow their heart. And I truly believe that she followed her heart. Unfortunately, she lost her life. We have a couple of other things that's coming out. This is my man Jay Paremba's painting, so he put it together. But I made a T-shirt, and this is the FW Spielberg, the brand. And so we got a lot more coming. We've got some of our fallen hip hop stars, Big Piggy. I was about to say Tupac and Biggie at the same time. And we also have some other great iconic people that we want to feature with the FW Spielberg brand. So T-shirts and hats, some more clothing's coming out too. So it's time for me to separate TSC Live with the brand. I want people to be familiar with me as well as TSC Live, but TSC Live is more of a service. FW Spielberg is an actual brand. So thank you for the support on that, man. I'm excited.
That's what's up, man. Bully Talk Zed Pitts, TSC Live. We out.
Later.